Karen tried to steal my car from my ranch. One punch later, I had cops escorting her off. The sun hung high over my ranch, painting the Montana plains in gold. Dust swirled around my boots as I leaned against the porch, sipping coffee, watching my horses graze. This was my sanctuary, 100 acres of hard-earned peace. I'd built this life from nothing, calloused hands, sleepless nights, and a stubborn heart. But that morning, peace shattered like glass. Karen arrived in a cloud of gravel, her silver SUV screeching to a stop by my gate. She wasn't a stranger. She'd been sniffing around for weeks, claiming my land blocked her shortcut to town. I told her politely, then firmly, to stay off my property. She didn't listen. Karen never listened. Today, she stepped out, her designer sunglasses glinting, her voice sharp as barbed wire. "I'm taking that truck," she said, pointing at my old Ford, parked by the barn. "You don't need it, and I do." I set my mug down, heart pounding. "Karen, that's my truck. You're not touching it." My voice was steady, but inside, I was a storm. She smirked, dangling a spare key she must have swiped during her last visit. My blood boiled. This wasn't just about a truck, it was about my home, my boundaries, my life. She marched toward the Ford, ignoring my warnings. I followed, shouting for her to stop. The ranch hands, Juan and Ellie, froze mid-task, their eyes wide. Karen flung open the driver's door, and something in me snapped. I grabbed her arm, not hard, just enough to stop her. She spun, shrieking, "You're assaulting me!" Before I could respond, she swung her purse at my face. Instinct took over. My fist flew, connecting with her shoulder, not her face. Thank God. She stumbled, clutching her arm, her sunglasses clattering to the dirt. The air went still. Juan gasped. Ellie dropped her rake. Karen's eyes burned with rage, but there was something else, fear. "You'll regret this," she hissed, scrambling for her phone. "I'm calling the cops." I stood my ground, chest heaving, knowing I'd crossed a line but feeling the weight of her violation. She tried to steal my truck on my land, after months of pushing me. Was I wrong to fight back? Minutes later, sirens wailed. 2 deputies arrived, their boots crunching on the gravel. Karen was in full performance mode, tears streaming, claiming I'd attacked her unprovoked. I told my side calmly, firmly, while Juan and Ellie nodded along, their loyalty unwavering. The deputies inspected the scene, found the stolen key in Karen's hand, and checked my truck's registration. Her story unraveled. They cuffed her, not me, and escorted her to their cruiser. As she screamed about lawsuits, I felt no victory, only a hollow ache. Then came the twist. Ellie, quiet until now, stepped forward. "She's been here before," she whispered to me, her voice trembling. "Last week, I saw her talking to some guy in a suit, taking pictures of your land." I didn't say anything because I wasn't sure. Her words hit like a punch. Karen wasn't just after my truck. She was scouting my ranch, maybe for developers, maybe for something worse. The realization churned my stomach. This wasn't random entitlement, it was calculated. I walked to the barn, my sanctuary now tainted. The deputies left, Karen's SUV towed behind them. The ranch hands went back to work, but the air felt heavier. I defended my home, but at what cost? My fist still stung, and so did my conscience. I'd never hit anyone before. Was it justice, or had I become the bully? Karen's greed had pushed me to a breaking point, but I'd let anger take the wheel. The truck sat untouched, a silent witness to the chaos. That night, I sat on the porch, staring at the stars. The ranch was mine again, but the peace wasn't. Karen's scheme, whatever it was, had exposed a truth. My sanctuary wasn't untouchable. People like her would keep coming, testing boundaries, chipping away at what I'd built. I thought of Ellie's words, her quiet courage in speaking up. She changed the story, made me see the bigger threat. But it didn't erase the bitterness. I'd won, but it felt like losing. The next morning, I nailed a wooden sign to the gate. Karen tried to steal my car. Justice served. It was petty, maybe, but it was my way of reclaiming my space. Passers-by would read it, maybe laugh, maybe judge. I didn't care. The ranch was my heart, and I'd fight for it fists, words, whatever it took. But as I hammered the last nail, I wondered if I'd fought too hard, too fast. This isn't just my story. It's about boundaries, about what happens when entitlement collides with survival. Karen's out there, maybe plotting her next move, maybe not. But I'm still here, guarding my land, my peace, my mistakes. What would you have done? Let her take the truck or thrown that punch? Share your thoughts on justice, right and wrong, and where the line lies when someone tries to take what's yours.